thank you so much for inviting me here.
No worries.
My fantastic audience, I wanted to know more about what it is that you do, and I'm hoping that you can give them an insight into the industry of Botox, fillers and everything else that you keep under your beautiful belt and have been treating me to today.
Perfect. So the SY Clinic is a non-surgical aesthetics clinic. We provide different treatments like the dermal fillers, the botulinum toxin, which can be branded as Botox, as many people know it. You've got other brands like Couture, you've got Azalure, all of them work in the same way. But what do we do at the clinic? So we treat people with these products on different areas of their face and sometimes on different areas of the body to enhance their beauty and to also maintain youthfulness in that person for a long time. So for example, when someone who is more aged comes into the clinic and they're like, I want to be more rejuvenated, so we use hyaluronic acid substances which are known as dermal fillers with different brands such as Revelax, Juvederm, Teosyl. All of these different brands are the same ingredient and we inject it to different parts of the faces to rejuvenate and reinstate that product, which is hyaluronic acid, into the skin to bring out more youth and bring more beauty on the face. For younger girls, we do loads of things as well. We do the enhancement of the face, and I always tell all the girls, you're all beautiful, okay? You don't need any work done, but small things, just like when you put your makeup on, enhance your beauty. So there's a little bit of cheek filler, bringing out that contour, and some lip filler, just to bring out that plump look on your lips, which is a desired look that everyone loves.
We like that. Okay, so let's break it down. Let's talk a little bit first about Botox. Now, I know a lot of girls, they and they're questioning whether or not they should go and have Botox. If you could just explain to the audience a little bit, what are the benefits of Botox?
So firstly, Botox is just a brand name, okay? The actual ingredient that's used is the botulinum toxin. It's a muscle relaxant. So we use a couple of brands here. We use the Botox brand, we use the Couture brand. It just depends on everyone and how the results take place with everyone. So one person might work really well with Botox, one person works really well with Couture, but nevertheless, all the ingredients are the same. And what Botox does is it relaxes the muscles in certain areas of the face, for example, the frontalis, glabella, you've got your crow's feet, you've got your frown lines, in simpler terms, but it relaxes the muscles, it prevents the muscles from contracting, so you don't see the lines that are formed as you push up. And if we keep doing that with time, we get lines that are formed statically. When we don't move, we have lines, and this is where the problem comes in, where girls say, my makeup doesn't sit as well because there are creases. So to avoid those creases, we say relax the muscles, okay? Preventing, a couple of benefits, preventing future lines from being formed, relaxing the muscles so the skin is not tense and it has time to heal. If you carry on with the doses of Botox and maintaining that regime, you will see a more smoother look in your appearance and you look really fresh. People don't know that you've had Botox done if done correctly. Of course, you can have Botox that freezes your complete face, but it doesn't look bad at all because you still have movement. The people that put pictures and say, oh, this woman's frozen, she looks like a model. There's something completely different. With Botox, you will be able to move your eyebrows, you will be able to do that, but you won't have the massive bulges of muscle forming or the massive bulges forming with the lines above. You'll be more fresh, looking more fresh, waking up more fresh, and your makeup looks amazing on your skin as well.
There's some really key points that you said there which I absolutely love. It's the fact that by having this treatment, it's actually preventing your lines on your face, these different frown lines, angle lines, whatever you want to call them, from deepening and getting worse with age. A lot of people actually contemplate whether or not having these treatments are going to be, they're going to make you need to keep having it more and more as you get older. So they say don't have it at a young age, but actually no, what it's doing is preventing the issues from you having worse or deeper wrinkles later on in life. So that's really nice. And also for our girls, makeup, having smoother makeup, and being able to smooth out your skin in a way that's like Brooklyn.
Exactly.
It's like ironing out your face, really, isn't it?
You wouldn't need to fill in the creases every half an hour, for example, just to look fresh. You would have a more cleaner forehead.
I love that. I think that's fantastic. So I'm sure a lot of the girls, they're interested, they want to have it done, but they're a little bit concerned about, obviously, what could be some of the side effects of having this treatment?
So it just depends firstly on your medical state, different medical conditions, such as muscular problems, autoimmune diseases. We don't recommend the girls having treatments. Just depends on the severity and loads of different factors concerning eligibility of having the treatment. But obviously we discuss all of that during the consultation when you come in to see if you're eligible or not. But risks of specifically anti-wrinkle injections like Botox or Botox is like eyebrow ptosis or the eyebrow drooping, but obviously as long as the injector is injecting in the safe zones, you will get a good result, but sometimes you might be left with a little line over here, but that line is better than having
a drooped
eyelid, which you don't want, which is relaxing the muscles. But obviously there is ways of correcting that.
Okay.
I've never had one in my practice, a drooped eyelid, which is good.
It's good.
Very rare to even get one, but we always inform you, just like we did with yourself.
You have to, yeah, of course.
These are the risks. Are you willing to go ahead with it? You know.
Well, this actually brings me to my next topic. Is what should girls be looking for when they're looking for a practitioner in order to do the Botox?
Yeah.
I know that's the brand.
Yeah, yeah,
do this part.
Everyone calls it Botox.
Everyone calls it Botox. Botox. To do this, what should they be looking for in a practitioner? Like, what are the key? If you could say 3 key things, what do you want to look out for?
Qualifications, portfolio,
and
also customer service.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Qualifications like a pharmacist, dentist, doctor, nurse is very good. I know beauty therapists do it, and some of them do amazing work. But there is a bit of grey area involved there. There is no heavy regulations in the UK with dermal fillers. It's a bit of a grey area. So try them for medical professionals. And also, saying that, some medical professionals don't do amazing work. So it just depends on looking secondly at the portfolio. So number 1, qualifications, their portfolio. So people have portfolios on Instagram, Facebook, they have a portfolio in the clinic itself, when you come in.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are doing social media these days. It's the most popular way of getting in touch with clinics.
Sure.
So you see all their work right there.
Perfect.
You can ask for more pictures if needed, because obviously not all the pictures are on there. So portfolio is number 2, and customer service, how well you are treated, how well they manage complications, how well they respond. Obviously, response times can be longer to book in maybe a day just to book in, but how well they respond to complications, how well they respond to your questions, how well they respond to you when you're here, how do they treat you, how do they welcome you, do they explain everything to you, is everything done in the correct manner.
I think also it's the presentation of the clinics and things like that helps. It just makes you feel that little bit better, and that's what I love about obviously the patient here. It's just beautifully done, it's clean, it's classy, and you can see that it has that higher level of executive kind of feel about it.
And also making you feel comfortable when you're here. So we have a conversation with your clients or your patients, having fun while you're doing the treatment.
Well, we always have fun, don't we? That's it. We always laugh when we do that.
So that's the main thing,
So for this treatment, I'm going to ask for yourself.
Okay.
How much do you charge for this treatment?
Okay. So for the botulinum toxin, anti-wrinkle injections, it varies depending on how many areas you're doing and how many units you use. We say an average of £249, £250, just depending on how many areas. So 3 areas would be £250, which is the most popular number of areas that people go for.
If you can do it, you may as well do it all.
The results last approximately 3 months. We say the more you maintain, the less likely you're going to have to come back in the future. So I would say every 3 to 4 months maintaining before your lines all come back, investing in yourself to prevent problems in the future. Looking younger has no price on it. People love to age, people say age gracefully, but why not age gracefully and beautifully as well?
Oh, I like that. That should be a tagline somewhere in there. I love that.
Graceful is beautiful.
Graceful is beautiful. I like that.
Grow old and look good.
You've got the food going on. I love it. So just to give girls an idea, obviously if they're wanting to come and have this treatment, how would they want to come into the clinic? Do they want to come in with no makeup? Is it a case of not washing their face that day, or I don't know?
You can come in with makeup. We usually remove it all. I'm an expert makeup wiper as well, so not only a practitioner. But we do remove the makeup just because we don't inject makeup into the skin. We also recommend not putting makeup on the treated area that day, and obviously 24 hours. No alcohol for 24 hours, no gymming, for example, nothing crazy, very relaxed day. And we will go through post-treatment guidelines as well with the patients when they do come in.
So when the girls come in for this, because obviously a lot of my girls, they are dancers. So would you recommend doing this on a day that they are not going to be dancing that night?
Yes, so 24 hours, no dancing.
No dancing. They're not going to put the makeup on and things like that.
Exactly, so say if you're dancing on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, come on a Monday, at least you've got Monday morning-ish, so at least the next day when you do go, it's been more than 24 hours And then obviously you can cover the bruises with some makeup after 24 hours as well. And a lot of people say, for example, you have your lips done. A lot of the time the swelling does look good. You look bigger than what it will once it heals. But if you're having your lips done, give it at least 2 days, just for the swelling to start going down. Okay?
Brilliant. Fantastic. So please tell the girls, how can they find you, and what can we organise? I think you was going to offer them a nice little 10% off for the Lexi ladies.
100%. So 10% off for Lexi ladies. Also, we have a clinic in Leicester, and also we have a clinic on Harley Street in London from January 2019, which is going to be amazing. So book in. The way you can book in is direct messages on Instagram, email us, or Facebook, or even our number that you can call us on or text messages on, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. But don't forget your 10%. Just say Lexi's name, and then we'll be able to give you that.
I'm going to put all the details for that so you can book in underneath the video. So thank you so much.
No worries.
I really appreciate your advice.
It's been a pleasure once again.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, girls, I'll have some before and after photos as well of my work that I've just had done.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, darling.
SY Clinic, where science meets art.